Welcome to Dunhuang, a fully functioning, extremely remote Chinese city located in the shadow of the sand dunes of the Gobi Desert. And while this location makes for one seriously dramatic backdrop, as you can imagine, all it takes is a puff of wind to blanket the entire city in sand. But as I learned firsthand during my recent trip there, a little sand won't stop anyone from enjoying what this city has to offer. So grab your snacks, get comfy, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.
Hello and welcome to another Chinese food adventure. Hello from Dunhuang, where there seems to be some kind of sandstorm. I mean, I'm a little bit iffy on the definition of a sandstorm, but I mean, there's sand everywhere. My visibility is lessening and lessening, but the night market is still open. Nothing's gonna get in between me and my night snacks, so let's go do this. Oh, I can feel the sand in my teeth. Also an interesting phenomenon is it is almost 9 p.m. It is 8:41 p.m. It is still so bright out, like it legitimately feels like it is 4 p.m. or something like that. But because we're in Western China, far West China, all of China is on the same time zone, so the sunset here is actually 9:30 p.m.
Okay, so here we are. This is Shazhou night market, and wow, I wasn't expecting so many people. Us tourists are out in force and ready to bear the elements for food.
Okay, we are in a desert market, so of course they have desert potatoes. This is obviously super touristy. I mean, this whole market is really touristy. Every Chinese city will have one of these night markets. It'll sell snacks from all around China, also some local specialties. It's yet to be seen whether this actually is a local specialty or whether they're wanting to make a quick buck off the sands of Dunhuang.
My first thought was, wow, that is one expensive potato, but I soon learned it's 10 yuan for one serve, which comes with 3 potatoes.
So I had a choice of 3 different topping options. One was just like salt, one was cumin, and one was spicy, some spicy salt. So I've gone for that. Let's try it, skin and all. I mean, it just tastes like a really soggy baked potato. There's absolutely nothing special about this. That skin, I mean, I could wrap myself like a blanket in that skin. There's absolutely no crunch. It doesn't taste like sand. I mean, the air tastes like sand, but that potato has nothing sandy about it. I give this a 2 out of 10. The only redeeming feature is that chili salt, which is quite tasty. 这个是敦煌的杏子吗？
对，李广杏。
Everyone keeps telling me how famous the Dunhuang apricots are, so I thought this would be a great opportunity to finally try one.
可以给你洗一个，你试一下口感啊。
Oh, 谢谢你，谢谢. Oh, so he's given me one to try. He's gone and he's cleaned it for me. He's put it in some water, which is really great because all of these apricots are very sandy right now. We're gonna try this. Oh wow, that's what it's looking like there. It is really, really sweet. And it tastes apricot-y. And the weird thing is that a few days ago in Lanzhou, I had an apricot that looked nothing like this, tasted nothing like this, had a texture that was completely different. Anyway, end of the story, there is so much variety in the fruit scene here in northwest China, and it only gets more and more abundant as you head up more and more northwest into like Xinjiang, where they have these incredible melons and everything is just so sweet.
Let me know if you guys want to see a Xinjiang food adventure series one day.
Oh, I thought he was a mannequin for a second. That was a really weird moment because I thought this guy was a mannequin. And the reason I thought that is here in night markets in China, they'll often have these like little mannequins doing these movements, kind of like robotic movements. And then I thought he was a robot, but then I realized he was actually a person. But then my mind was like, no, that can't be a person. It has to be a robot. Turns out it's actually a person. They do it old school here in Dunhuang. They've actually got humans operating the machinery. But this store happens to sell something I've been wanting to try. It is Xingpi cha. It's like made from apricots from Dunhuang. 想问一下，你们经常在敦煌会有这种沙子在空气吗？
这种天气在春秋的话比较常见，夏天很少见。今年夏天这是第一次，春天和秋天刮得比这还厉害，就是看不到，直接能见度不超过5米。
哇，那你能呼吸吗？不，安全吗？还是对身体不好？
没有习惯了。
我可以呼吸，不会。
没问题的。
Okay, that's.
如果不习惯的话，可以戴口罩。
哦，这个也行。啊，谢谢你，谢谢。Okay, that's very interesting. It seems that this kind of sandstorm or weather pattern is not very usual for this time of summer. But I have my Xingpi cha here. I've been wanting to try this. This is one of the specialties of Dunhuang. So So I'm interested to see if it's all it's cracked up to be. Ooh, it's sweet, but like a deep sweetness at the back of my throat. It's like, imagine the sweetness that you get from an apricot, and it has a slight Coca-Cola quality to it without the bubbles. It's nice. I'm definitely going to enjoy drinking this. And it's nice and cold as well, which is good because it's quite hot. Today was really hot. It got up to 35 degrees. And it's so weird that there's this sandstorm because 2 hours ago it was like beautiful blue sky, and it's really done a change. It's now windy, sandstorm, but as you can see, there's a lot of people out on the street here. The sand is not stopping us.
This next long section of market is dedicated to arts and crafts, and here you'll find lots of jewelry, handmade items, and a hell of a lot of camel merchandise.
This place is absolutely massive. Just when I thought we were reaching the end of one street, a whole new one begins. And there seems to be quite a line here. Well, two things people are lining up for. One is the apricot tea, which I already have, so I don't have to line up for again. And another is牛肉饼. Let's have a look before we commit. Oh, it smells amazing. Okay.
So the name of the stall is Shazhou 牛肉饼, which basically tells us the two main ingredients used to make these pies, beef and shazhong. Beef we all know, but shazhong was a new ingredient for me. I've learned it's actually a variety of green onion that grows in the desert of northwest China, and it's used in this region for its fragrant taste, but also its medicinal health benefits.
But look at this queue. It winds down there, it winds back on itself, and it goes all the way back there. But I guess it's part of the night market experience. I mean, did you even come to a night market if you didn't have to line up for something for an ungodly amount of time? I'm at the back of the queue, and let's do a time check. It is 9:08 p.m. Let's see how long it takes to get to the front.
15 minutes later, I'd made it to the first fold in the queue, and 15 minutes after that, I was on the home stretch. And by this stage, the sky had finally started to darken.
This boy is filming me with his watch. 这个有相机吗?
Yes.
Wow, 好高级. Oh, your English is really good.
A few minutes later, I had Bing in hand.
现在拍到的是沙葱牛肉饼创始人曹大爷。
哇，你是他吗？
哎，
哇，谢谢你，我很期待吃。
吃了咱家饼越变越美丽啊！好运年年有。
So here it is here, my oh man, that is really hot. Freshly made. It's very, very hot. I'm so excited to try this. Oh, that is really, really good. Definitely worth every minute I lined up for it. Well, firstly, it's so crispy. Like all of those layers in there, really, really crispy. And that filling is really fragrant.
And you can see that shazhong in there. It adds such a nice oniony flavor.
Oh, it's so good. It's just like, it's just good.
What a fun little desert snack. Okay, it's time to get back in there and find our next food target.
I've just been seeing this getting made and it looks so interesting. It's called Huyang Menbing.
So it seems they take braised mutton and place it on a bed of red onion and peppers, after which it's covered with a layer of little pancakes and finally drizzled with sauce in a very pyrotechnic display. Then it's left to cook. I'd pretty much decided on eating this when an even bigger flame caught my eye from the other side of the market.
I thought that was fiery. This is even fierier, if that's even a word. It's fish and it's grilled here on the stove, and it just periodically just goes up in flames.
Once it's cooked to perfection, it's moved to the next station where it's dressed with what I thought was cabbage, but isn't. More on that later. As well as lots and lots of sauce, and hello, more fire.
So I've gone for the fish. I mean, those marketing fiery fish tactics really worked on me.
But not just me. There is quite the line here, and I ended up waiting about 30 minutes to get my fish.
Oh my goodness, would you check out this fish? Fish, yes. It's wafting the most incredible smells at me. It smells so good, like chili and garlic, and I mean, that's never a combination that's gonna go wrong. One thing about me is I really do the whole confirmation bias thing. I ask the seller there, like, is it too big for one person? Of course they're gonna say no, it's fine for one person. They wanna sell their fish. But I was like, I heard the answer that I wanted, so I bought the fish. So now I have the fish, and now I have to finish the fish. Look at that tender flesh inside there.
And it's so fresh and tender, but the real game changer is that skin.
The skin is so flavorful. It's just absorbed all of those juices that he's put on top of it. Also got a lot of spice on there, so it's giving me that really like fresh chili taste. It's got a little bit of sourness as well.
And that's coming coming from these pickles on top. It's the ingredient I originally thought was cabbage.
I think it might even be like a bamboo pickle.
And yeah, that sourness, it just adds this refreshing element to this spicy, salty, and garlicky dish. It's basically my idea of food heaven.
But what is really cool about the skin is it has the best of both worlds. It has that deep fried taste, but it also has that char from the barbecue. It's so amazing. And it's got this crunch. You have no idea how much flavor is in that skin there. This fish skin, it's worth traveling to Dunhuang for. Mic drop. Well, that fish, it officially finished me off. I am so full, but absolutely no regrets. And I'm feeling very proud of myself to actually make it to the night portion of this night market. Right now, we are almost at 11, so look at me go, out so late. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, don't forget to like and comment, and please subscribe. And I'd really recommend this night market all in all. It's touristy, but it's fun, and it has some really interesting dishes that I personally haven't come across before. So yeah, I'd recommend it. Anyway, with that being said, I will see you guys next week on my channel for my last installment of my Gansu adventures.
I'd originally planned to make a video in my next stop of Zhangye, the home of the Rainbow Mountains, but as you may have seen in my previous video, my camera broke in the pursuit of taking cute selfies in the desert. And while I could have filmed the video using my phone, I just didn't want to do this incredible geographic wonder a disservice. So I ended up just taking in the scenery with my own eyes, and wow, it absolutely blew me away. It was even more beautiful than I thought it would be, and I'd really recommend this if you're planning a trip to Gansu. And while we're giving out recommendations, we'd definitely recommend the malatang in Zhangye. It is so delicious and flavorful.
So thank you guys so much for tuning into this Gansu Food Adventures series. I've had the best time here, some amazing food, and what a way to end our adventure here in Zhangye with this amazing scenery. Honestly, this is worth a trip. I've never seen scenery like this before in my life. It's really spectacular, and yeah, I'm glad I'm able to share this with you guys, albeit on my phone. But yeah, as always, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and I will see you on my channel next week. Bye bye.